The average private college in America costs $65,000 a year, and yet most graduates can't read a pay stub and don't even know how a credit score or mortgage works. But the problem starts from school. Test scores have been dropping for over a decade, and honestly, somebody in Washington needs to fix this. But you can turn this situation to your advantage, for yourself and for others. You want to know how? Then stay tuned. So, how bad is it? On the most recent national tests, only 28% of 8th graders scored at grade level in math. Reading is the same story. Only about 30% of 8th graders can read at the required level. A lot of people blame COVID, but it started much earlier than that, 10 years before the pandemic hit in 2013. COVID just made it hard to look away. Most government resources are directed to kindergarten through 3rd grade. By middle school, kids who fall behind are mostly left on their own. Part of the reason is pretty simple. There's no one qualified to teach them. But before we learn why that happens, press like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Over 411,000 classrooms right now have no teacher or someone at least certified for the subject. Why is this? Low salary, lack of basic support, such as enough planning time, or a say in the curriculum they teach. In many states, a starting teacher's salary isn't enough to afford a one-bedroom apartment. A typical scenario: a teacher calls in sick and often doesn't return because he or she is burnt out. The school then hires whoever's available. That substitute teacher shows up to teach a subject he last studied in high school. On top of that, in 2025, the Department of Education cut billions from school budgets, instigated mass layoffs, and eliminated oversight for things like special ed and English language learner programs. AI was supposed to help teachers, and it does help teachers, that's true. It saves nearly 6 hours a week on admin and planning. But for students, it's a different story. For example, a student runs into a difficult math or physics problem. Without a second thought, he opens ChatGPT and gets the answer within 10 seconds. For him, it feels efficient, but working through hard questions is how we build the ability to solve them. Skip that step long enough, and you stop developing that skill set. That results in students becoming lazy and losing interest in studying. A whole class of students like that. What could be more demotivating for a teacher? Imagine you're a high school graduate. You expect to enter college. Your parents expect it. Your school counselor recommended it. So you borrow money and spend 4 years working towards a degree. A private 4-year college, including tuition and housing, on average costs $65,470. Mind you, that's not the cost of a degree. That's the cost of 1 year. And what do you get for that? In a lot of fields, a starting job that pays $40,000 to $50,000 a year and often requires 2 to 5 years of experience you don't have yet. Total US student loan debt just crossed $1.84 trillion. More and more Americans think a traditional degree gives you a bad return compared to just learning practical skills. And that's not a fringe view anymore. That's where most people are heading. College degrees are slowly becoming a privilege for students from the upper middle class. That's why a big trend right now is micro-learning. It means taking short, focused lessons on practical skills. You could spend $100 on an online course on building mobile apps, and nobody's asking about your GPA. Build several apps, learn along the way, and now you have a nice portfolio and can apply for a job. Same goes for design, marketing, writing, finance. All of this is available online from people who actually do these things professionally for a living. Sure, a proper college education could give you better knowledge, but remember how much it costs. The global online learning market was worth about $400 billion in 2024. It's on track to hit $1 trillion by 2032. That kind of growth doesn't happen by accident. It means people have genuinely changed the way they think about learning. And it's not just young people following this trend. Working adults who already have a job but have bills and families also follow it. I bet you've already guessed where I'm heading with this. If millions of people are looking for practical knowledge, it means that there's a demand. Meet Kevin. He spent 11 years in logistics. Along the way, he taught himself personal finance because school never covered any of it. Eventually, he put together a guide on personal finance. It was written in plain English, everything explained in simple terms. He put it online, promoted it through his social media, and it started selling. In the first month, he earned $280. Keep in mind that it cost him $0. No paid marketing, just social media promo and free tools. Kevin realized that digital products are the way to go. No shipping issues, no logistics, no stock. Create once and promote. But, he said, it took me several years to create the guide. Then he found Sellvia, which already has a full catalog of ready-made digital guides and courses created by professionals across dozens of topics. Kevin realized that it's better to stick with ready-made products than spend years creating a single guide. Now, his store brings him about $1,200 a month. He never quit his job. All he has to do is to process the orders and change the product catalog from time to time. Unfortunately, the education system isn't fixing this anytime soon. Understaffed classrooms, $1.84 trillion in student debt, and a lack of public trust. These are all deep problems with no quick solutions. But the demand for practical knowledge is growing, and you can grasp this opportunity. The platforms are already out there. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.